Now we'll see whether you will or not. Tell her what we want.
You needn't tell me, I know well enough.
Oh no, dear. You don't know. It's not about locks, or keys, or numbers this time. We want to know what you've done with them. Do you hear? We want to know what you've done with them.
You will not know from me.
Oh, we will know. We will
Wait!
know.
Let me speak to her first. Don't you think that it's about time that you owe us a little consideration? Wasn't it something, or just a little something, that we found you ill and friendless in Hamburg and befriended you?
It was only to rob me.
Wasn't it something that we brought you back to our home in England, where we cared for you and supported you?
So that you could rob me.
My dear child, that bundle of papers would merely bring you a sixpence.
Then why do you want them? All your friendship to me, it was a pretense, a sham. It was only to get what you wanted away from me when the time came.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I don't believe you.
Now believe me when I say you will tell us where the house is before you leave this room tonight.
Not if you get me.
Tell us where it is. Tell us and she'll stop.
Out with it!
Where is it?
Speak quickly now. I'll give you a turn next time.
Oh, come on, be careful.
Is this really the time to be careful? We've got to get it out of her and we'll do it too. Will you tell?
Is this Miss Holmes?
It is.
You wish to see me?
Yes. But I'm sorry to see that you are far from well. I'm sorry, what does this mean?
Nothing.
And the marks here on your neck? Clearly showing the clasp of fingers. Does this mean nothing also? It seems I would like a little explanation of all of this. Perhaps you could furnish one, Larrabee.
How should I know?
Well, it's happened in your house.
And if it did, what business of this is you? Business.
It's okay, Larrabee. I understand what you're saying. It is your business, and we do have that much at least. Pray be seated, Miss Falconer.
I don't know who you are or why you're here.
Oh, I'd be very glad to explain. So far as to the question of my identity is concerned, you have my name and my address upon the card, which I see you still have in your hands.
A detective?
Quite so. And my business is this. I have been consulted into the possibility of you obtaining certain letters, and I need not tell you of a source of great anxiety.
It is quite true I have such letters, Miss Holmes, but it will be impossible to get them from me. Others have tried and failed.
What others have or have not done, Miss Falconer, doesn't mean anything towards my business. I have come to you direct, to beg you to pity and to forgive.
There are some things, Miss Holmes, beyond pity, beyond forgiveness.
And there are other things that are not. I am able to assure you of the deep penitence, the deep regret of the one who inflicted this, and of his earnest desire to make anything in his power reparable.
How can reparation be made to the dead?
How so? For that very reason, Miss Falconer, whatever injury you yourself may be able to inflict, by no means can be no gratification, no satisfaction. You'll be acting on your own revenge.
I know from things that have happened that a marriage is contemplated.
It is quite true.
I cannot give up what I intend to do, Miss Holmes. There are other things besides revenge. There is punishment. If I'm not able to communicate with the family, to which this man proposes to ally himself to prevent such a thing, then the punishment will come later. But you may be perfectly sure it will come. There's nothing more to say. Good night, Miss Holmes.
Miss Falconer, before you go... Oh, good God, what was that?
Mrs. Chatwood! What? Lamp in the kitchen, Mom. Fell off the table. Everything down there's blazed.
We've got the house on fire.
Don't alarm yourself, Miss Falconer. There is no fire.
No fire?
Yes, the smoke was arranged for all by me.
Arranged for? What does...
I wish to have these packet of papers. take them, Miss Falconer. As you likely conjecture, the smoke was only for you to betray their hiding place, which you did. Now I see your great distress. I find I cannot take them, unless you can find it within yourself to give them to me of your own free will. No, I suppose you couldn't. Therefore, I shall return them to you.
Ah, so you've got them, have you? And now I suppose we're going to see you walk out of the house with them.
On the contrary, Larrabee, you're about to witness me give them to their rightful owner.
Yes, I think that'd be the safest thing to do.
You flatter yourself. The reason I did not walk out with these packets of papers is not because of you, or what you may do, or think, or say, or feel. It is an account of this young lady. I do not care for your cheap bravado. Miss Falconer, permit me to place these in your hands. If you ever be so kind and wish to return these to the one who wrote them, you have my address.
What do you want?
Is it true then?
How did you get to this place?
Follow you in a cab.
What have you been doing since you got here? Informing the police, perhaps?
No, I was afraid she'll come, so I waited.
To warn her?
Yes, to warn her.
Then it's best you came up here then.
I came to make sure
Make sure of what?
that something else is not going to be done besides what they told me.
Ah, so someone told you that something else was going to be done.
Yes. You agreed to swindle and deceive her, I know that. But is there anything more?
So we have another spy in the house. But what could you do if there was something else?
I could buy you off such people as you're always willing to say.
And what are you ready to give?
The genuine package. The real ones, all the proofs, everything.
Do you have it with you?
No, but I can get it.
So, you do all this for this woman? I suppose you think she's your friend or something?
I haven't thought of it.
Look at what she's doing, coming here to buy these things off me.
They're false, they're counterfeit.
Ooh, she thinks they're genuine, doesn't she? She'd hardly come here to buy them if she didn't.
She may ask my permission still.
She doesn't get the chance.
You get the chance? Then there is something else.
Something else. Right, you see me here, myself, don't you? How am I going to do her any harm? I'm just here to speak to her on a little business.
Where are those women who came up here?
What women?
The villainous looking women with match.
Oh, those women. They went up the other stairway. You can see them in the next building if you just look out this window.
Oh, look in the passageway if you please.
Oh, because I don't, please.
You wouldn't dare to keep me here.
Oh, I might dare, but I won't. You'd just be in the way.
Where are those women?
Stay right where you are, and you'll see them very soon.
I knew it. You're going to do her some harm.
It's only a little joke at her expense.
You wanted the letters, the packets I had in the safe. I'll get it for you. I'll go and get it and bring it here or whatever you ask me. I promise not to say anything to anyone, not to her, not to the police, not to anyone.
You needn't trouble yourself, but you can tell me where it is. You'll just have to be quick about it.
Okay, but if you promise not to go on with this.
Oh yeah, that's understood.
You promise!
Fine. I promise. Now, out with it. Come on.
Just outside my bedroom window. Just outside on the left, it's passing between the shadow and the wall. You can easily find it.
Yes, I can easily find it.
Now, tell them to go!
Tie her up so she can't make noise.
Is this Dr. Watson's room?
Yes, and I am Dr. Watson.
Miss, would you mind telling me if Miss Holmes is here?
Oh, she'll be here shortly,
Oh, my name is Alice Faulkner.
Miss Faulkner, of course. Yes, Miss Holmes is here, but she has just stepped upstairs a moment.
And will she come down soon?
The fact is, Miss Faulkner, she's here to have a meeting with a lady. She's asked me to send for her as soon as she arrives.
You don't suppose I could wait here without traveling too much and see her afterwards?
Of course, Miss Faulkner.
I don't want her to know that I came.
Oh, well, if that is your wish, there is no need of my telling her.
It is very important that you know. I can explain to you afterwards.
No explanation is necessary, Miss Faulkner.
I suppose there is a waiting room for patients.
Yes, but you may find it more comfortable to wait in the room over here. You'll be less likely to be disturbed.
Thank you. I'd rather be where it's entirely quiet.
Of course. If you would just step this way, I think the others have just arrived.
Oh, and when the business between them is over, would you mind having someone to tell me?
I'll tell you myself, Miss Faulkner.
Thank you.
How could I ever go?
She's not Rain, Lady Edwina. It is entirely owing to her and what she said to me that I now wish to give you this.
One moment. In the letter, I told you that you would receive these packet of papers at 9:15. It is barely 30 minutes past. Those are the counterfeits, as I'm sure you're aware of now.
We are greatly indebted to you, Miss Faulkner, and to you too, Holmes, if this was a part of your game. It was a marvelous method in which to obtain the valuable papers. But we won't go with the method as long as it accomplishes the desired results. You have only to notify me your charges for your services, and you will receive a check. I have the honor to wish you a good night. Dr. Watson.
Of course, Lady Starbuck.
Well, it's all been over, Miss Faulkner. You no doubt have started to realise all of the tricks I put you up against your property. As I couldn't take those packet papers from that house, as it would have been criminal for me to do so, I turned to a criminal, a cruel, and a cowardly device, which I suggest you to forget about.
And it was a trick last night when they tried to kill you?
I went there to purchase the counterfeits, as you saw.
And did you know I would come?
No, that just fell perfectly into my plan. Now you see me for my true light, Miss Faulkner. There's nothing more we can say. Believe me, I meant you no harm. It was just business with me. And for that, I would sacrifice anything. Even our supposed friendship was a pretense.
Well, I don't believe you. You are not as cold-hearted as you try to be. And I know I mean something to you.
Your observation's quite remarkable, Miss Faulkner. But I know the life that I lead, and it would be a dangerous one to join that. So if you were a smart girl, you would just say goodbye.
Miss Holmes, you gave me back my friend. You showed me a better way to live. You allowed me to let go of my past and truly forgive my enemies. Maybe it's time you allow someone to help you do this.
Well, given the chance, I'm sure Watson would love to stay here. I think I get on her nerves sometimes. I do have a business I need to attend to. Fancy a little trip?
Is it dangerous?
Of course. Can you run?
I can.
Well then, Miss Faulkner, I guess the game's afoot.